It's 9:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. You just finished an 8-hour shift. You've dealt with the commute. You've made dinner. And you did the chores you were putting off all weekend. You finally sit down in your chair, let out that deep breath that only a guy in his late 20s or 30s knows. And you boot up the game. You load into Battlefield 6, and with 30 seconds, you're getting absolutely beamed by a teenager who just drank his body weight in G Fuel and hasn't had to worry about a single utility bill in his life. You look at the respawn screen and all you do is just rub your eyes, and that familiar thought creeps into your head. Man, I suck at gaming now. I'm here to tell you that, and this is something you probably desperately needed to hear. You haven't lost your touch. Your reflexes haven't evaporated. And you're not bad at games. You're just tired. Think about the 2009 Modern Warfare 2 days. The era we all romanticized. Back then, that was your biggest daily stressor. Maybe a math test. Maybe drama in the lunchroom. When you logged on at 4 p.m., your brain was a sponge, fully hydrated, completely ready to absorb recoil patterns, map layouts, and the flawless execution of trash talk that we all so loved. Fast forward to today, you're operating on a completely different bandwidth. By the time you even pick up your controller now, your brain has already made 300 decisions today. You've navigated office politics, paid bills, managed relationships, and even kept yourself alive for the day. So when you miss that shot, when your reaction time feels like it's dragging through the mud, it's not because your gaming DNA has expired. It's because your cognitive load is maxed out. You're trying to run a high-end 2026 video game on a mental hard drive that has been running at 100% capacity since 6 a.m. It's just reality, guys. Do not be ashamed of that. There's this myth that once you hit 25, your gaming reflexes just fall off a cliff. Science actually says otherwise. Your brain is perfectly capable of keeping up. The difference isn't physical. The difference is intention. When we were younger, we played to conquer. We played to see our names at the top of that leaderboard, to drop a nuke, to prove something. We had the energy to be sweaty. Now, all we do is we just play to decompress. We are literally seeking asylum from adulthood. And where? In these digital worlds we consider games. But modern games demand your absolute undivided attention. They demand you to be hyper alert. And honestly, sometimes I just want to sit back, listen to the ambient sounds of the map, and shoot the breeze with my buddies. We aren't playing worse. Jesus, where the fuck am I going? We just have different priorities now. And it's incredibly freeing once you realize that, guys. There is absolutely nothing wrong with growing up. The mere fact that you can come home on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a weekday after work and still find time to do what you love doing most can be considered an absolute win. And do not let anybody tell you differently. Whether you have 1,000 responsibilities for the day, always, always, always make time for yourself. Never compromise. It's okay to be the guy who goes 12 and 15 on the scoreboard now. It really doesn't matter. It's okay if you don't know the exact fucking meta weapon that everybody is basically screen testing these days. You don't have the time to treat gaming like a second job because you already have a first job. And honestly, guys, your worth as a gamer isn't tied to your kill-death ratio anymore. It's tied to the fact that despite everything, despite the exhaustion, despite the responsibilities, the absolute grind of being an adult, you still make time for the hobby you love. This is what I was just saying previously. And I will reiterate it again as many times as I need to. You still carve out that 1 hour a night just to feel like a kid again. And yeah, maybe that kid has a bad back now. Maybe he enjoys massages. And maybe he needs to be in bed by 10:30 p.m. so he isn't a zombie at the morning meeting that he has at work. But one thing still remains true. He is still here. So tonight, if you get stomped in your first match, don't close the game in frustration. Take a deep breath. Realize that your energy is just spent. And that is perfectly fine. Just exist in the game. Enjoy the chaos going around you. And if you felt this in your soul, pull up a bloody chair and stick around. Hit that subscribe button. We're building a community here of older, tired gamers who just want to talk about the good old days and survive the new ones. Take it easy out there. And I'll see you in the next one.